Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good weekend, and welcome back to Far Cry 6 and the glorious People's Revolutionary Party of Yara, a game where any resemblance to actual communist revolutionaries living or dead is entirely coincidental. Carrying on from more or less where we left off in the last episode, we've managed to get in with the Montero family, the rich colonial landowners who have been cruelly forced off their property by the evil fascist dictator. And the daughter, Espada, has something that she needs us to help her with.
We are taking a lot of risks for one lieutenant.
Want to complain? You can swim.
Nice boat. Is it yours?
No, I stole it. Papa taught me how to hotwire tractors when I was a kid. Boats aren't so different.
Hey, we have to get Carlos a doctor.
Good luck.
He's coughing blood. He needs help.
Papa took me fishing once. South of Costa del Mar. He's a hell of a rancher, but a shit fisherman. No patience. Couldn't cast. Kept snagging his line on the bottom. Even hooked himself in the lip. Got so pissed he threw a stick of dynamite in the water. Killed a lot of fish, but also put a fucking hole in our boat. We swam 5 kilometers back to shore. All these boats stopped to help, but Papa told them to fuck off.
What does this have to do with Carlos being sick?
I'm saying that the day Carlos Montero gets help is the day hell freezes over, Danny.
Coño. You Monteros are stubborn.
Not me, just Papa.
Sure.
Shut up. Fucking tobacco. It was supposed to make our people rich. That's what Anton said anyway.
See. That's how we got elected.
Yes, and a lot of us voted for him. We believed in his promises. We thought it was going to be like the old days again. Like some kind of fantasy. We were so fucking wrong. If we want to change things, someone has to whip us all into shape. Bring us together. And it's not going to be Papa.
Oh, what's this? Trouble in the family? Daughter wants to take over, right after Papa made that speech about how family is everything. The only ones he could trust were his family. I sense a plot twist.
Mierda. You smoking Mexican?
Tobacco out here has been vivido. Can't even smoke our own anymore. Come mierdas. Shit.
¿Qué pasa?
Jose fucking Castillo. Anton's bitch of a nephew. Lo veo y no lo creo.
What's he doing?
He's with the lieutenant we were looking for.
Looks more like a scientist. Let's take Jose out.
No. You might hit the lieutenant.
What's going on?
Fuck.
Hey. Over there.
Hey, boy. I need to know where that scientist is going. Let's search his place for intel.
Let's go. Maybe his friend by the helipad can help.
There's actually a lot going on here that Espada isn't telling us. In particular, that scientist who was with Jose Castillo. Yeah, remember him. We're going to be seeing him later. It's quite rich, actually, because Espada is asking us to trust her. And she's being less than honest with us.
Medic's on duty.
Also, bear in mind her father, Carlos Montero, he doesn't want anything to do with Libertad.
Dog.
Because we're not family. The only ones he can trust are family. That's why we have to ingratiate ourselves with his daughter, Espada here, rather than him. Which kind of undermines the whole the only ones I can trust are my family thing when we're basically working our way in via his daughter, the only one that he can trust. And she's already indicated that she wants to replace him. She's not the only other member of the Montero family, though. Carlos also has a son, her brother. We're going to meet him later. And when we meet him, let me just put it this way. Carlos Montero is a fucking idiot. And there's my chorizo, scuttling along on his little wheels. Isn't he a good dog? Yes, he is. Do you get it? Chorizo, because he's a sausage dog. And chorizo's a sausage. No, it's not very subtle. But it is a good name for a dog. He's adorable. Let's see Chorizo in action. 2 enemies over there. So I'm going to send Chorizo over. Look at him go. Get those ears. And he's basically just going to be irresistibly cute. Which distracts them. And then I can fill them full of lead. Who's a good boy? Yes, Chorizo, you're a good boy. You do that 10 times, and it unlocks his second ability. Which is... I'm not really quite sure how to describe this. It's a heal. Basically, whenever you're low on health, you call Chorizo over, you pet him, and he looks up at you with his big brown eyes and his big floppy ears, and you're so overcome with love. I don't know, you explain it. Because it heals you back to full health. Yeah, I know. It's a Far Cry game. I don't try to understand it. It just is. Sniper up there, but the mini-map is telling me there's a whole bunch of bad guys around this corner who have not yet been spotted. Well, I say a whole bunch. At least 1, probably 2, judging by the size of the red blob. So I'm going to take the sniper out quietly and then see what's waiting for me around the corner. Switching back to the AK with the soft target rounds, which is the game's polite way of saying dum-dums. An ammunition type that was specifically banned by the 1889 Hague Convention. Was it the 1899 Hague Convention? Either way, forbidden ammunition. And here I am spitting them out at 600 war crimes per minute. Although when I come to think of it, isn't that exactly what hollow point ammunition is? And you can buy that over the counter. I never really understood why dum-dum ammo was banned in the first place, because surely the idea is if you're shooting at something, it's because it needs to die. And the whole purpose of dum-dum or hollow point ammo is to transfer the maximum amount of energy and therefore damage from the projectile into the target. Because, well, you know, all considerations of morality aside, if you're shooting, you shoot to kill. You don't shoot to wound, you don't shoot to impress. If you're in a situation where you have to shoot at another person, where you have no other choice but to shoot, you put them down. And you put them down as quickly as possible, so there's less risk to you and other bystanders. Hollow point or dum-dum ammo is specifically designed to expand and deform on impact, so it transfers all of its energy to the target and doesn't overpenetrate and pose a risk to anybody on the other side of the target. Which also has the added benefit of being more lethal, because if you're shooting at something, it's because it needs to die. And what the hell is going on with the crosshairs on this improvised scope? That is absolutely terrible. I mean, I get that it's an improvised scope, but could you come up with a better sight picture than just scrawling red Sharpie on it? I mean, seriously? Ugh. But anyway, yeah, I never understood why hollow point or dum-dum ammo was banned under the Hague Convention. I mean, the reason the ammunition was prohibited under the terms of the convention were because, and I quote, it caused unnecessary suffering. No, it doesn't. It kills what you fire it at. Do you know what causes unnecessary suffering? Shooting something and not killing it. I don't know. The only thing I know for sure here is this entire topic has guaranteed to have started an extremely heated argument in the comments section. Like I said, I'm not trying to start an argument on the morality of killing here. I'll leave that up to the philosophers. What I'm saying is that if you are in a situation where the use of deadly force is required, if your rules of engagement dictate the use of firearms, if the only way to de-escalate the situation is to shoot, then you don't fuck around and you shoot to kill. And if the use of certain ammunition types vastly increases the likelihood that you're going to put that target down, you're going to eliminate that threat, de-escalate the situation, and prevent danger to anybody else with the first shot fired, I'm all for it. It's like when you see hostages starting to get executed, whether that be a terrorist incident or a bank robbery that's gone wrong, and the police or security forces have no alternative at that point other than to go in guns blazing. And I've actually seen people complaining about the use of excessive force because 15 armed police officers charged into a bank where one gunman was starting to execute hostages. Why does it take 15 armed officers? That's excessive force. Really? What do you suggest? You just send one armed officer in and give the gunman a fair fight? I mean, you're right, it is excessive force, but using excessive force is the whole point, because it intimidates the suspect into surrendering without the need for any shots to be fired. Think about it. If you're holding a bunch of hostages at gunpoint and 15 police officers, all armed with automatic weapons, burst in through the doors and windows, gun barrels pointed at you, screaming, drop the weapon, get down on the floor, you're probably going to drop the weapon and get down on the floor. But if 2 or 3 police officers bust in, well, you might fancy your chances. The use of excessive force is the whole point. It saves lives. And now that I've added some additional fuel to the raging dumpster fire that's probably already going on in the comments section, let's get on with the plot. Oh, I do believe we found a clue. Teniente Lopez invited to a party at the home of the illustrious General Jose Castillo.
This says Jose has a villa on the north side of the island.
Let's go check it out. Maybe there's something that tells us where he went.
Well, got nothing better to do, so head over there, crash that particular party, and wouldn't you know it,
Found it!
there's another clue.
No password, idiota. Let's see what we got here. El Pequeño has a fucking torture chamber filled with outcasts. It's under the lighthouse just south of here.
Cojones.
So, Castillo's little bitch of a nephew has his own private torture chamber where he records his own home snuff movies. Is it just me, or is this starting to turn into cyberpunk? One guard at the entrance. Not a problem. Looks like there's a couple more inside though. Alright. Going with the AK here. Don't really need to be subtle. Come out, wherever you are. There's somebody around that corner, isn't there? Yep. Oh, this is nasty. Yeah, I'm getting distinct Cyberpunk 2077 scavenger vibes here.
You got it.
Oye,
Gracias. Jose is a monster.
I thought I would never see my children again.
Espada. Jose was using this place as his own little torture chamber. We had outcasts in there, but I freed them.
Enfermo mental. I shouldn't be surprised. Good work though, Danny. I found where that scientist works. The Singao we saw earlier. His lab's in Ref Mira. Meet me there.
Okay. Then are you going to tell me what's really going on?
You'll know when I need you to know.
Yeah, the scientist she's talking about. We saw him earlier. He was accompanying Jose Castillo on the jetty in the holiday resort when he stuck that lieutenant through the head with his saber. That's the person we're actually on the trail of here. And Espada's not being entirely honest with us. Actually, I'm straying into spoiler territory. You'll see. So, anyway, I have to meet Espada at a water tower overlooking the chemical complex. But as you can see, I'm running dangerously low on ammunition, so I'm going to call my ride and top off my ammo supplies from the stash located in the boot. That's the trunk for you American types. The hell? What?
Straight from the shop. Try to keep it in one piece.
Are we not even going to talk about what you just did? Awfully sorry about that. Oh, Ubisoft. That sort of thing happens a lot more often than you might imagine. I guarantee you there'll be more people getting pissed off in the comments about the use or not of hollow point ammunition than the casual vehicular manslaughter that you just witnessed on the roads of Yara. Ah, internet. Never change.
So why do you want this guy so bad anyway?
El come mierda checks all the tobacco leaves for the viviro process. We fuck up the leaves, we fuck up the cancer drugs, we fuck up Napoleon el Pequeño's operation. Make him look bad in front of old Uncle Anton.
A lot of heat. So how you wanna do this?
We kill soldiers until we find him.
And then?
And then we kill more soldiers.
Simple. I like it.
Got to admit, Espada's plan definitely has the benefit of simplicity. It's nowhere near as complicated as Colonel H. Jones's 6-phase plan to take Goose Green in the Falklands, which started to go to shit around about phase 2. But I can't help but feel that some kind of plan for dealing with an enemy tank, slightly more complex than hose it down with small arms fire until the driver gets a headache, would have been beneficial. Let's try using the backpack rocket launcher. I mean, it kind of works, in that it reduced the tank's health, but now I'm on fire because it didn't kill the tank, so... Oh shit, an engineer. And he's armoured, and he deploys his own armoured screen. Yeah, this is... Switch weapon. No, don't reload, switch weapon. There we go, like I said. This rifle, with armour-piercing ammunition, is the only weapon that you really need. Well, it's the only weapon that you really need until you have to destroy a tank, because the backpack rocket launcher, until it's fully upgraded, can't. And even when it's fully upgraded, and this one isn't, it can only destroy the regular tanks, the white ones, not the Special Forces tanks, the dark grey ones. You can sort of slap a band-aid on that by fitting mods to your weapons that grant bonus charge for your Supremo backpack weapon on headshot kills. But you're not always going to have enemies standing around that you can headshot kill in order to charge up your special ability. Sometimes there will just be a tank. And at this early stage of the game I don't have access to rocket launchers. In this particular mission, however, they have just left a helicopter gunship lying around. And no, don't press shift. Oh, shift fires the rockets. I meant to press space to gain altitude. Now I have to wait for the rockets to come off cooldown. The machine guns aren't going to hurt the tank. There we go, got it. I did, however, take a 100mm shell to the face, which somehow managed to not completely destroy the helicopter, and I was able to land it safely. So I suppose, well, technically, Espada's plan worked after all. Who am I to judge? Anyway, let's get on with the plot and find this scientist that she's all so hot and bothered about. He's in there somewhere.
What are you waiting for?
Alright, calm your tits. I'm not just going to leave ammunition lying around. Right, ready. Let's go.
Get away from me! Ah, fuck me, mierda!
You two don't know each other by any chance?
Mierda is right. You look like shit, hermanito.
Well, who saw that one coming? Actually, if I'm being honest, not me.
Hermanito? We've been hunting your brother this whole time?
Who the hell are you?
Why didn't you just tell me?
Alejandro, come on. We're going home.
Vete pa'l carajo.
Ale.
Suéltame. Cojones.
Slap fight. Have you noticed how the subtitle translations aren't actually translated?
I'm not going anywhere. I told you before, and I am telling you now. I believe in Castillo. I believe in Viviro and Jose. He's seen the vision through.
Napoleon el Pequeño is a slave driver. He's fucking loco.
Says the person trying to kidnap me.
You change your name. You change your uniform, but you are still a Montero.
And Papa still got a machete up his ass. And you are running to the jungle like you did when you were 5. Except now you kill people and you got yourself, what is it, the spike?
The sword.
Not helping, Danny.
Wow, clever. What? You are going to stab me now?
Papa is sick.
He is, but unfortunately there's no cure for stupid.
I don't care. Papa gave up on me a long time ago and you know it.
Yeah, but to be fair, I can see why, you treacherous little cocksucker.
Family's a bitch, no?
That's what I hear.
We should split up. Not a word about this to Papa.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to inject him with a healthy dose of reality and shatter his illusions that family are the only ones he can trust. So the lesson here is screw family. The only thing around here you can trust is chorizo.
boy.
Yes, chorizo, that's right, because you're a good dog, aren't you? Yes, you are. Well, that's that mission concluded. I guess I should probably head back to the Montero hideout. Maybe I should check in with Clara, give her a progress report, make sure she's fully up to date on what's going on. Because I've only had this conversation with Clara at least 3 times so far, and it's been at least an hour, so there's a good chance she might have forgotten.
I made contact with the Monteros.
How did it go?
Well, Carlos wants nothing to do with me, but I get along with his daughter. I think she's my way in.
You need to understand them. Become one of them.
First step is understanding this camp. I'm going to have a look around.
Okay,
Yep, she's forgotten again.
Danny. Take care of yourself.
Well, she's a busy revolutionary. She's probably got a lot on her mind. Oh, Ubisoft. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.